Okay, so today's video is called Get Editing. The points we're going to talk about today are get editing, and if you can't edit yourself, get somebody that can help you. And another point from the last video, which was put your own mark on it. So create videos with your own style added onto it. You need to create slides and text, and don't be afraid of splitting videos into more than one disc. So if the video is 20 minutes long, you can't really split it onto a separate disc, but if it's 6 hours long, then yeah, go ahead and chop it up into hour increments if you want. So creating slides and text is really good when you're creating titles and anything else that you want to put on, really, because there are times when clients want you to put in images or photographs of certain people, sometimes even people that have passed away, because they obviously want them remembered. And it's something that is quite, I would say, it's not big in the Asian market, but it's something that people always want. They want to have, say, if their father or grandmother's passed away or something like that, they'll want them at the start of the video or at the end of the video or whatever. When we talk about editing, we obviously need to make sure we have a computer that can handle the amount of editing we're going to do. We need to back up all of our videos, edited and non-edited. Your editing workflow should be as neat as possible. Now, if you don't know how to keep track of the number of tapes or the number of files or what they're called, you need to find a mechanism where you can label things in a certain way, so you know which event it's for, which bride and groom it's for, and just label up all your files in a meaningful manner. Create a folder for each client, and then within that folder, depending on how many events they've got for the wedding, just create folders for those, and that's where you put your files. Put any external files that they want you to include. You can even put the music files in that same folder. Bring it into your editing package and start working from there. So in terms of a workflow, it doesn't really matter which editing software you use. I use Premiere Pro, I've used Final Cut, and they're pretty much the same. There are some others, there's some free ones that you can use, but I've found that they are okay. They're not amazing. I think Sony Vegas out of the others is probably the third best. Now that you've got your files all ordered in a particular fashion and you've pulled them into your editing software, what I tend to do first is create a intro for myself or whatever company I'm working for at the time, and that will be their intro. If they've got one that they can supply, that's even better, but for your case, what you need to create your own little intro, like you've seen 20th Century Fox, you've seen the Universal one, Paramount and what have you, Disney, Pixar. You need to create yourself one of those, so whatever your company name is and your logo, and yeah, have that at the start, and then you go off into, if they want a religious intro, depending on what event it is, see if you can source that. If you can't, just use images and use some religious music if you can find it. I'm sure the client will be able to provide you with some if they want it. And then you come to the next part, which is the intro sequence or the intro title sequence. So you create that from highlights of certain elements of the whole wedding. You put them together. You can focus on the bride and groom at that point, so you can introduce them. You can do, you can do quite a lot of things at that point. And once that fades to black or dissolves in and out, you can start the actual video. You can put a title card at the front of each event if you wanted to. So if it was a Mendi, you'd stick the word Mendi, and then even if you could actually even put the date underneath. Some people do actually like having the date in the video, which is neither here nor there. It doesn't take you long to create that. And then you'll have the video of how everything unfolded, and then you just do the next event, and then obviously you finish off the video. You can even create an outro. There's been a couple of times when I've used the intro and reversed it and then created an outro from that. On the outro you can even do outtakes, so you can do a credit crawl like I do, where all the credits are coming up, thank you for watching such and such, and then you get little outtakes like Jackie Chan films. So if you've ever watched a Jackie Chan movie, you'll see at the end when the credits are rolling, you get a little square come up with some outtakes, and it's been fun doing a few of those over the years, and it puts a nice little touch on the video. So see if you can find something that can help, and that's why I always say film everything, because you never know when it can come in useful. So once you've finished editing, there's a couple of ways you can actually work the end of the editing process. So you can either split the video into 1 hour segments and then burn them onto disk. If you do that, you're just going to make sure you can tweak the DVD burning software or the Blu-ray DVD burning software to tweak it so you can get a bit more quality out of it, because by default software like Nero uses the default profile and the quality isn't all that really. So just see what you can use in terms of software. If it means you have to buy software or subscribe to Adobe Cloud, I would suggest you do that, but get the first couple of jobs coming through first, and then you'll be ready to go. So thanks for watching this video. I hope that's been food for thought for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.